so much to Visions for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be here. And in this great atmosphere of creativity, I want to start off with a poem about inspiration and how your family circumstances can affect your creative endeavors. Inspiration. A writer needs to feel stress, strain, angst, needs to experience hard times, sad times, bad times, needs to bleed, sweat and cry in order to write from life, real life. My parents never hit or abused me. They supported my dreams and aspirations, spent time as a family and never divorced, refrained from eating any of the children when times were tough, provided a good education, instilled a social conscience in me, and loved with equality. They were saints, the bastards. Kun came in the room and I was the only foreigner there. They said, Ma Fan Guai Lo. What's this damn troublesome foreigner going to eat? So I said, don't worry, old chap. I eat rice. Wow, wow, it speaks. Yes, of course. I'm a Hong Kong person. That must be the spirit of RQ. Anyway, after I'd been transfused the following day, Akun came back again, and I said to him, "Wait, Akun, the doctor gave me some Chinese blood. I really am a Hong Kong person now." Wait, do you know how to do horse racing, and do you have any tips? Anyway, so here's to Chinese blood and horse racing. Ancestral worship. I've got the blood of China in my veins, not through father, mother, or distant forebears, but passed on from another's ancient line. 7 pints passed through the eye of a needle, the anonymous gift of life for a bastard son, a white ghost. I feel different as I look at life through my wider, less jaundiced eyes. We Chinese treasure our traditions, but whose ancestors should I worship now, mine or his? Maybe I'll just give thanks, pay homage to an eternal mother and the universal father. I made friends with an old gentleman who shines shoes in the central business district, and it turns out he's from Indonesia, and I saw in him the spirit that made Hong Kong what it is, so I wrote this poem about him, and he's a cunning old devil. Shining. Mr. Lee, the shoe shine boy, is a proud man, still working at 82, still paying his way. He'll shine my shoes for free because I gave him face, calling him uncle, conversing, showing respect. We're both immigrants, he from Indonesia, me from Scotland. His generation made Hong Kong today. His clients read a paper, send a text, or gaze mutely at the top of his head. He says, I see into his heart. Sir, what's your name, he asks. Chiu Jiao Gam, I reply. This is a euphemism for craters-faced son of a bitch. That's a fine name, he says. No one will forget you. I accept the gift of shiny shoes and reciprocate with tea money. He claims to be the finest shiner in Hong Kong. He's certainly the best psychologist. I pay $50 over the odds and leave a happy man. I'll finish with this one. I was privileged to represent Hong Kong in the first Asia Pacific Poetry Festival in North Vietnam earlier in the year. And it struck me that in Asian mythology we view dragons as somehow benevolent and helpful creatures, and in the West they're considered to be malevolent. And I thought that was quite a striking contrast, and also the way that war veterans are treated in Vietnam compared to the way that Vietnam War veterans are treated here in America, and I thought that was another contrast. So the festival was held in a place called Ha Long Bay, which means descending dragon. And in the West, when cartographers were making maps, if there were places that were considered too dangerous to go, they would put, "Here be dragons," so nobody would go there. Anyway, this will be my last poem of the evening. Thank you so much. Here be dragons. In Ha Long, descending dragon, the spirit of that mystical beast inhabits the earth, sea, and sky, repelling invaders, welcoming others with an open heart. I felt at home here, having grown up under the shadow and protection of Hong Kong's own 9 dragons, Kowloon district. Some dragon essence entered, giving me a fever and my words wings. Read in English to polite applause, the Vietnamese translation soared, eliciting cheers, hugs, and kisses from octogenarian warrior poets, whose own verse, redolent with love and loss, declaimed in dignified dedication, nicked the heart, flowing tears of blood. Vietnam vets from the other side, men and women both, honored, venerated, fated. Here be dragons. Thank you so much.